Hey YouTube, how you guys doing today? Kevin here coming at you with another video. So what you're looking at is the 2020 Mazda 3. This is the all-wheel drive. It's got the 18-inch wheels, the big wheels. You might see it up on those little blocks there because I just did its first oil change. Yes, it hit 5,000 miles, and my wife said, I'm going to leave the vehicle with you today if you could change the oil in it. I said, absolutely. I am a technician, so it worked out great. So this engine is the 2.5 liter non-turbo, so it's naturally aspirated, which means, well, people say, oh, what's naturally aspirated means? You're naturally aspirated. It's breathing the same way you are. Air comes in through the intake just like it does through your mouth and nose. So it's a naturally aspirated non-turbo. It's got about 185 horsepower, 185 on the foot-pounds of torque. So and it features the Skyactiv. Skyactiv G. So what is Skyactiv? A lot of people go, oh yeah, it's got the Skyactiv. Oh wow, that must be great. What is it? So this is technology that Mazda's been using for a little while now, and it's actually great. So what this is I'm not going to go into exact specifics as I can, but I'm going to give you guys the layman's terms, okay? So what this does is it runs like a regular engine. Joe Schmo from Hoblo has the same engine in his car. However, at the very end of the piston coming up to the top, it sprays in a little bit of fuel, just like a diesel does. So it's kind of got diesel technology in a gas engine. It does have spark plugs. It does have the injectors. Everything does the same thing. It just sprays a little bit more into the cylinder at the very end of the stroke, giving you more power. More torque, more power. It's just a great thing, and most importantly, less emissions and better fuel economy. You guys can get the whole rundown on that. There's like a gazillion videos on YouTube about it, but I'm just talking to you guys about this one. So I just did the oil change on this, 5,000 miles. This takes 0 W20. Now a lot of people are like, oh, 0 W20, wow, that's some really thin oil. Yes, it is very, very thin. And it is full synthetic, and I get a lot of like, why does it have to be so thin? Because this has really precision oil clearances, and it can run that. So the oil clearances on this one right here are way bigger and requires thicker oil. The gap between the bearings and whatever's riding on it is a lot thinner, so it requires thinner oil. Guys, I have to say, 5,000 miles driving this car, I absolutely love this car. My wife, this is her baby. I got the truck. I wanted my truck. She got the car. And she is in love. This thing's a pleasure to drive, literally. It's got the power. It's got sport mode. It's got all those features. What is sport mode? What does that do? Is it just really a toggle? No. Basically, when you hit that button, the exhaust tone changes because the computer does a different mapping. It's mapped for more power, and which is really crazy because when you hit that sport mode, it comes to life. However, you do lose on the fuel economy. So a lot of cool things about this car. We got the sedan. We didn't get the hatchback. And a lot of people ask, oh, Kevin, that color red is just so gorgeous. This is called Soul Red. When you buy these cars, you pay a little extra for the paint. Not that, you know, not crazy. It's like an extra 400 bucks, but I highly recommend it. I definitely get a lot of head turns. My wife gets a lot of head turns in this car. I mean, look at this. Look at these body lines. The emblem in the front here is a sensor. It's got sensors all over this car. It's got them here, up on the tops. It's got them all over the place. This car has lane departure. It's got it'll vibrate the steering wheel. It'll yell at you. This car's yelled at me a couple times when I was trying to do something else. Wasn't quite paying attention. This car yells at you. It's crazy. I'll show you the inside. We bought these cool seat covers from a company. We're waiting for the back ones to come in. Well, actually, the back ones did come in. They were the wrong ones, so we had to reorder them. They're very comfortable. They can you can breathe, because this car comes with leather, and we didn't want the leather, but that was the only option. So we bought these nice seat covers. These right here retailed for about a couple $100. Let's see if I can get you guys in. Don't mind the mess. The car's a little messy. We do use the heck out of it. It does have a Bose system. There we go. Yep, so we'll step on this. Hit the start button. Oh, I don't have my keys with me. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. I left my keys in the house. And there she comes to life. And all the stuff right here. So the thing's yelling at me to put my seatbelt on, but I'm not going to do that. So it'll stop. There we go. Okay, doors closed. Step on the brake, down bottom, and then you have your electric parking brake. You fill in the pedal, and then that light goes out. So the only lights on the dashboard is the, whatchamacallit there, the seat belt. All right, so you have some options here. See right here where it says info? When you hit info, it actually changes your gauge cluster. I'm gonna hit it again. And then it gives you your navigation. Hit it again. And it gives you the cool car with the speedometer up top when you're driving it. Miles to gallon on the left. And your how many miles to empty on the right. This thing's awesome. So, steering wheel is extremely comfortable. I can't shrink you guys down anymore, but I'll give you guys a little look at it. Okay, then over here you got your command for your hands-free. You can change your stations on all that. The Bose system actually works with the gauges and this little information system up here. This information system is pretty cool. So you got your navigation. We're gonna get the SD card. But when you click on it, it tells you that there's no SD card installed. If you did buy the SD card, okay, you want to know where to put it, and it's gonna go right in this little slot right here. This will open up, and then you can see right inside there there's an SD slot. And then you put that on there. There's your battery port right here for your charging. And then you get a USB there and one in the front. Okay, so you put the SD card in, and now this display, it wakes up the radio and becomes a GPS, which is pretty cool. And then you just click out of it here. Let's see here. Alright, so we go home. And now I just did an oil change. So information. And I'm controlling all that through this button right here. This big button right here. You can move it left, right, up, down. Your volume, your home. You get your favorite button. You get music, all that type of stuff. So you go up here. And you got your fuel economy monitor. XM travel link. Vehicles status. Owner's manual. You get your owner's manual is right in front of you guys. This thing is crazy. Alright, so let's check vehicle status monitor. I'm not sure what that is. Oh yeah, here we go. So I already set the what do you call it there, when the next oil change is due and how many miles, you know, remaining, all that type of stuff. And you can do all this. You can do automatic. Where's the next? Yeah, see right here, maintenance. Click on that. Tells you what the tire pressures are. So my left front is 38 and the rest are 37. I mean, come on guys, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool technology. Vehicle maintenance setting, then this is where you can change it from manual to automatic. I like to do it manually because I like to put in the date and the mileage. Kind of a friendly reminder of, you know, when it needs to be done. And then basically maintenance details. And then oil change balance, 10,000 miles. And next service due. I only set that for 1,000 miles. Boy, that would have made my wife mad, huh? So let's go in and fix that. Next service due. Oh, there we go. How do we change that? Let's see. There we go. Yeah, put the 750. I want to go 10,000. There's 1,000. 2,000. This is the 5,000 mark that I just did, so I want to go to 10,000 miles. Because it's 5,000 miles in between oil changes on this car. Boom. And then back out of it. And now it says 10,000 miles. Okay, so there we go. And reset distance, blah, blah, blah. Cancel. Okay, good. All right, so we got that figured out. So anyway, you can do all this right from these controls here. It's pretty cool. This car is a an automatic CVT, but it's Toyota, so I think it's got that that takeoff gear on it. It's a modified, updated transmission, which is nice. Okay, and then when you're in gear, you can bring it down here to drive. You can click it over this way, and now it's manual, and you can change the gearing on it manually. You've got your sport mode. When you click this thing in the sport mode, it lights up on your console there, sport, and this thing goes like crazy. But we don't use it all that often because, like I said, it kills your gas mileage. Air conditioner is climate controlled. Let me guys tell you about this. So you can have, see right here, I got 62 degrees and 66. Hit the button right here, it says sync right in the middle, and now both sides are synced. Or if my wife is a little hotter than I am, she could change it on her own, or just, you know, sync it to go back to mine. Then you have this button right here, brings the outside air to the inside, and then vice versa, circulates. Controls AC. You got your front defroster, your rear defroster, and your heated seats. And you can cool the seats with this too. Caution light is right here. It makes the caution lights come on. And it's pretty cool. Down over here on this side, on the left side, I'm not going to get into all the controls on this. They all work the same way as every other car, but I am going to talk to you guys about that. You have your trunk. We'll pop that open right now, and then you see this little car with the circle around it. Okay, you also see the icon right up in there. When you hit that, it turns it red and shuts it off. What that is when you're going down the road and you go over the white lines, that's the thing that yells at you. Okay, your lane departure, it'll vibrate the steering wheel. It'll actually turn, it'll show you a steering wheel turning back onto the lane. It's crazy. Up top there, you can see how the trunk is open now, because I opened up the trunk. And so that works with that. And then you have your number 1 driver and your number 2 driver settings for your seat, and that's what that's all about. You got your traction control up here, and that's pretty much it. Then you got this little handy little change purse if you have, like, if you're going on a trip, you want to put some tolls in there, or you want to leave your wife a little bit of extra money so she can get a lunch at work, and you want to just be nice. You can tell when she gets to work to you know, open that up and there's some money in there. You know, so it's really pretty cool. Dashboard layout is really nice. I love this car. It's very comfortable. I am 5'8". I got plenty of leg room. Up top here. Now up here is the you'll see, like, there's the lights right up in there. Okay, so when they put the seat belts on in the back, those right there will actually light up, and it'll tell you who's wearing the seat belt and who's not. Then you get your passenger side airbag on and off. And for number 2, it goes by weight. So when someone sits on there, you'll know. The car is equipped with hands-free technology, which is nice. Entertainment. It's on radio right now. Let's see if I can figure out how to get it onto. Let's see, entertainment. I hit the wrong one. Hold on one second. That's what it looks like off. And then entertainment. That's telling me my door is ajar. My door is not ajar. Let's see here. This is the part that's a little confusing for me. Oh, I get it. Hold on. There we go. You gotta double tap it, and then you get your station. your FM stations, audio, tuning controls, station list, favorite source. So when you hit source list, FM, AM, Sirius XM, which is what we use, Pandora, Bluetooth, and then you got your USB 1, and once you plug something into those, they come alive, and then you get your audio off. So when you plug a device into here, that's USB 1, and then the other one is in here, USB 2, so you can put like an MP3 in there and it will work. It's pretty cool. So let's keep going. I'm going to shut the car off, and I'll show you guys some more. I need to vacuum out the trunk, as you can see. I'm not going to talk to you guys about the carpet. It's the same carpet that you would find in any other vehicle. So the carpet's nice. Alright, couple things. So you guys need to remember, if you guys decide to lock someone in the trunk, okay, this little doohickey thingy thingy what's it, right here, this says open, will let the poor bastard out. So if you lock them in, like say you get mad, and you grab your wife and you toss her in the trunk, and you just had enough, she can get out, okay? And that works both ways. If you say something like, how do I look? Oh, you look terrible. You're going to wind up in the trunk. And that's how you can get out. And this thing does glow in the dark. Trust me, my wife tried dropping me off at a bridge embankment. So I was able to get out, and here I am doing the video, all well, peace on earth, okay? So the other thing is, say you're picking up something and it's longer than your trunk. Say you're picking up a 4-foot board, an 8-foot board, and you want to put it in your trunk. Well, you can't, okay? Here's what you do. You got this little dinghy right here. You pull this back, and then it'll let down the seat, and of course you have to move the seat in the front. You move the seat in the front, and you'll be able to put your board in there. And of course you can put the front seat down and make it even bigger. Other than that, it's pretty cut and dry. Nothing really too fancy about that. And in the back here, it does have, or at least this model does, a little 2-cup holder. Up top here is your little tethers for your seat belts, so you can put the car seats in properly, which is very nice. And then you have additional spot for one there. Not bad. Features the fishtail, the shark fin antenna, which is right here. This does your XM satellite as well. This car is really, this is awesome, and it holds up pretty well in a whatchamacallit there, car wash too. So there's the car. It needs a car wash. We'll talk about the back styling. Like I said, this is the sedan model. Love this car. Actual dual exhaust. And you can see these round circles here. Those are for pulling things out. And they have sensors. So they're pretty cool. There's a lot of technology on this car, guys. It's all LED lighting. The back, that's what I meant. Not those sensors. This right here is a sensor. Not the back. That's also your backup camera. So when you put the car in reverse, there is a camera. It's a real nice digital one too. Actually, let me show you that. Let me show you guys what that looks like. A lot of people get confused about these. These things are really nice to have. This car right here is it's competition. It's basically like the Lexus or the Toyota Camry, the Chevy Malibu, all those mid-size sedans, which is what this is. This is completely redesigned, and it has a ton of features for what it's got. Telescopic steering wheel. You can hit the steering wheel, you can bring the steering wheel in, or you can pull it out. You can bring it up and down. I mean, it's crazy what this car can do. Now, this car right here, we got it with the Skyactiv technology. We got the extra. We paid for the paint job, the extra paint job, which is an extra $400. It is the all-wheel drive. It's got the Skyactiv technology. It has all the bells and whistles that you can possibly get for this car, except for the only two things that this car does not have. It doesn't have the moonroof, and it doesn't have the automatic charging system for your phones. So some of these cars had a feature where you just put the phone on top of it and it would automatically charge. We didn't feel like we needed that. But other than that, this car is great. So how much do you think this car goes for? 35, 40,000? Nope. It was $30,000 for this car. 30. That's it. So it was a no-brainer to buy this. So we got rid of the Mazda 5 we had. We had that gray car you guys have seen in a bunch of my videos. That has been a great car. A great car. It was getting up there on the mileage. About, I think it was like 107. I forgot what it had on it. But it was getting up there. And the car was a 2015. So we want to keep a newer car in the family. So every 5 years we trade them in. Blah, blah, blah. And we've had very, very good luck with the Mazdas. So we wanted to stay with the Mazda, and this is our second Mazda in the family. And she's been a great car. She's got a nice trim. I love the look of it. The paint job is just amazing. You can see it when it's all washed. I got my fingerprint all over the hood. I got to wipe that off before the wife sees it, or I will end up in the trunk yet again. We don't want to do that. This car also has smart windshield wipers. It senses rain, it turns them on. Same thing with your headlights. If you don't turn your headlights on, they automatically come on. And if you're in a really, really dark spot, the high beams come on. And if it sees a car in front of you, it will turn them down automatically way in advance. This car has just got so much technology behind it, it's not even funny. So, in the mirrors, it's got the LEDs. They'll let you know that other people are there. And then you see that little triangle right there. That right there tells you there's someone in your blind spot. And if you try to move over when someone's in your blind spot, the car will yell at you again. Be like, ding, 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 ding. And you're like, oh, okay, all right, sorry. Jesus, don't hurt me. You know, 18-inch wheels available on the all-wheel drive vehicle. On the regular sedan, there's 16-inch wheels. So, pretty cool. So anyway, guys, this is my 5,000 mile review on this Mazda 3. And I hope you guys like it. There's a lot of information. There's a whole bunch more I haven't even got into, like the headlights actually turn when you go around corners. We have ours just straight. We shut that part off. They are projector beams. Things are stupid bright. This car just is, it's just badass. That's the best way to put it. And it's just a great car. It is powerful. It is smart. And there is way more technology than the, let's put it this way. If you want bang for your buck, this is the car for you. Alright? Well, anyway, guys, I'm off for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I will talk to you guys later. I'm out!